This is Will and Will Arm. Today we're looking at two race pistols. I'm pretty much ready to go from the factory. This one was $575. I bought it early, and this one was I believe $800. So they're very fine guns, just right out of the door, ready to go to the range. All you need to do, or competition, all you need to do is buy some more magazines. These magazines are rather hard to get. These are very easy to get. So just looking over the two things, and what's strikingly different is this does have a light rail. This is a solid rail. They both have ambi triggers. This has the nice adjustable sight. This one lost its sight and rear sight, and it has SRO. This has the Eric Rafael grips, and this has the lock grips. It also has the magwell that comes with it. You get a lot for your money with the SARs and Mars. With the Tanfoglio, you get a lot too. But parts of this are rather expensive to take it up to the next level, to take it up to single action only. It does have a hook trigger, where the single action only SAR has a curved trigger, almost flat feeling. As far as 25 lines per inch on the front, on the back, it's a rather small part. It's about 1.25 inches. On the Tanfo, and it's just slightly longer, same pretty much. So let's get the tape measure and measure some things. What I feel different, this feels like it's a bigger undercut here, where this feels like it's a bigger undercut here. So I'd be interested to measure these two areas. And so that is 191, and this is 185. All right. So they both have ambi safeties. The hammer looks really good on this one. This one still has kind of the stock looking hammer. As far as all the controls are easily reachable. They're very big mag release. It's big and exactly the same. So when Tanfoglio first started making the CZ75 style pistol, it was identical to the CZ. In fact, it was a licensed copy. And then a Swiss gunsmith named Martin Tumo, he redid it all. And so the lockup is different on newer model Tanfoglios. And the way they work, these are both empty. But even when on safe, you can still cock and double check, make sure it's empty. And same with the Tanfo. You can double check, make sure they're empty while on safe. You cannot do that with a CZ. So both these do have firing pin blocks, but Martin Tumo invented the firing pin block here that instead of pushing up, it drops down. So this one's much better compared to the CZ style with a firing pin block is much different. That's what I'm trying to say. So let's measure some other things. Let's look at the top profile of the barrel or the slide. This I would call a coffin shape, rounded on the top. And this is pretty much the same. This does have flat top, almost identical. This one is exactly 1/4 inch, and this one is a little bit narrower than 1/4 inch. So let's measure these barrels. I mean slide in 1.47, 1.59. Let's see how wide the slide is. Exactly 1 inch. And 0.99 inch. So this one's narrower. As far as the grip go, 114. See if it's the same. 115, 111, 115, 116, and 126. So it gets much thicker down at the bottom. One thing about shooting these yesterday was the SRO slide, the Tanfoglio slide, you really feel it coming back. So I'm wondering if I did some lightning cuts, it would change the movement of it, or it's just the way it feels. This one feels much, it feels like it doesn't buck as much. This one feels flatter shooting, and also that higher grip, but you do have that finger grip here. Let's see if we can measure this way. 2.65. I have that SRO and 2.66, so identical there. So apparently the trigger guard does have a little bit more up or undercut than you think. I can't really figure that one out. So anyway, let's see how much these weigh. This weighs 45.2 ounces in grams. That's 1 kilo and 2.82, or 1,282 grams. The Tanfoglio weighs 46, or 1308, so it's a bit heavier. Maybe that's that SRO. So now we'll do trigger test. Again, we'll do I just showed that it was empty, but we'll double check one more time. Yes, it's empty. Okay. 2 pounds, 11 ounces. Let's do one more and we'll get it up to 5. 2 pounds, 5 ounces. The average is 2 pounds, 11 ounces. 2 pounds, 14 ounce. 2 pounds, 15 ounce. Average 2 pounds, 14 ounce. So slightly more of a trigger pull, but that's not the full story. So let's look at that. I'm going to pull the trigger. That is the uptake. It's a very defined wall. Now release, 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 release. There's the tactical reset. I'll do it again. That's 3/8 of an inch, half a quarter of an inch. It's that wall. Real nice trigger. All right. Here is the trigger. That is the upkeep, so not the uptake. That's not much. Hits that wall, no creep whatsoever. All right. This trigger just feels so good. But it is a good bit of movement compared to a 1911. There we go. This trigger on the range feels much better than that one. So the Tanfoglio compared to a Shadow 2 is very affordable. Shadow 2s are now coming in at $1,300 during COVID. The Stock 3, I bought it for $7.99, but they're at about $1,000 now. And then this I bought for $5.75, and they're selling at about $7.75. So still a better deal, and there are plenty of these out there. Look on Gunbroker or somewhere else. I would do a double action pull from now on. Alright, so we're gonna clear it. Alright, so hammer's down. £8, 8 ounces. 9 ounce. So average. 8 pounds, 13 ounce for the double. That's pretty good. As far as the grips go, these lock grips really make a big difference. They really got some dig into them. These are a little bit sharper when I first got them, but they still have a lot of grip to them. These do have more dig. These do feel more cheese grater like, Parmesan cheese. And these are still scratchy, but you know, you just file your fingers or nails on it. But anyway, looking at these two pistols, they look very similar. This is its own design by Martin Timo, and this is a copy of this. So they're very similar. I think a lot of the parts are interchangeable, probably everything but the barrel. So if you have any questions, let me know. This is Willed and Well Armed. Have a great day and be prepared.